if you would like to do that, man, you're welcome to meet me at the corner of 46 and Winthrop. Anytime you want to roll up, key up my radio, say you're there. Or if that's not good enough for you, maybe you're the kind of guy that may be working right now, you can see me 8 days a week at the corner of Utica and Clarkson between 6 and 9 p.m. And if you don't know who I am, just ask the first person you see. Who's Richie?
Sit back, relax, dude. Put your feet up. Talk away.
About time you figured out I only deal with guys that are lacking crack. You know what I mean? Shame on you, Eddie. Eddie, come on, man. You're going to have a hard time selling anybody out here that I'm your junkie buddy. That I do all this shit with y'all, man. They look at my equipment. They hear my consistency. They know I don't let you punk me on or off this mic. You know what they know? That ain't the heart of a junkie, baby, of any kind. When I put these arms on screen for you, they see the most flawless, unscarred, unmarked arms life could ever photograph. Dignitary style arms. Matter of fact, the color of them, Eddie, can you imagine having a woman from head to toe whose skin is that color? Mine on. I would definitely say that's a peach with cream on top. Peaches and cream. Dot down.
He's answering my question. He's trying to avoid it.
What was the question, Eddie?
What do you do? What do you do, especially that you call yourself a dignitary? What special powers do you have that you call yourself a dignitary? What are you, some kind of a government issue agent, or what the fuck are you?
Well, you know something, Eddie? I'm going to put it into you in layman's terms as best I can. If you were the type of kid that paid attention in school and learned about anything, or you were involved in government work, you would know that a dignitary automatically becomes a dignitary the minute he's got a United States President appointed job or position. You understand what I just said to you, Eddie?
Okay, so you say you got a presidential appointed job, such as what, though? What do you do that a president of the United States, whichever one it was, appointing you a job to sit in the fucking hole-in-the-wall apartment talking on radio?
Well, to be honest with you, Eddie, I'm not going to lie. Most of what I do for my government ensures that a low-life scumbag like you can sit out here and run free. Because there are loops in the system. But most of what I do, Eddie, enables this to be called the land of the free and the home of the look up to you brave. Now, there's a lot you can read into that, Eddie. But see, most of my work is on levels of national security. Which means, Eddie, point blank, I could tell you, but then I'd have to kill you. And I would not have to explain one word, why.
It is time to split.
Audio drive. You're right, it's time. Here we go. Hey guys, New York City #1 junkie made it to the show. Way too late, man. Audio drive, cool show guy. Now let's see how much I let him get into my gate. He loves to play up for my gate. Audio, let's rock it out, baby.
Halfway through, you just knocked him at the box here, but
Audio, yeah, Eddie. Sure, Eddie. You know why? He can do that to you, woman, Eddie. But I notice you always want me to hear it. Audio, baby, pa. Audio. No about it down there, baby. Let's rock it on, rock it out. Audio. The number one. The number one. The number one. Eat 'em up. Audio. The number one. Eat 'em up.
Good, Richie. Oh, man.
Trash.
It sounds like Jackie Gleason from Honey was.
Trash. Trash. I don't believe that junkie second transmission is trying to talk to me. I thought New York City got it real clear. They were going to tell him, don't talk about Richie. and don't try to talk to Richie, and you'll be able to talk out here and save us all a bottle of headache. The King of New York, the #1 junkie killer and exposer. Oh man, he's still talking about a fire box at me on 206. Put the nails in. Audio. I can't believe he's still talking about the pine box. The video gave that on 127 and 206, put the nails in by playing monkey in the middle. I can't believe he's talking about a pine box still. You know what? I screwed those, you know what? I tapped those nails in nice and gently. Audio. The #1 junkie killer. Crash. Audio drop. Radio cut off. 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 I don't hear anybody out here defending any crackheads. I don't know any crackheads out here. And I know none of the guys will be defending anyone.
Hey, boy, put up that pipe for a little K2 and you'll be alright. And don't forget...
Audio drive, the King of New York. You know, after I got him to come real clean and NYC Radio was #1 about that crack shit, he started in with the next day of the videos. With the K2 and, what's that other shit he be using? I don't know, whatever that shit is y'all drink. Audio, the King of New York, rock and roll. Crash.
You just
crash.
Refill time.
Crash.
Richard, it's over.
Audio. I don't think you realize it's better than all good. Better than all good. This is Richie. Better than all good. The King of New York. The #1 junkie killer and exposer. Radio, audio drive. Radio, audio drive. Radio, audio drive. All he's got to do is bring his catalog gloves. All he's got to do is bring the words that got the thumbnails up there. All he's got to do is bring the words that got the thumbnail up there. All he's got to do is bring those words that got those thumbnails up there. We hear him cry a lot about taking down photos that he's trying to convince y'all it ain't his. But he cried like a baby. I brought him to tears in 3 video games. Outright tears. And it's all on video gate. And his own words. And his own tears. All you got to do to get those thumbnails down, dog, and bring those Kevlar gloves you told all New York City about for almost like 8 months straight. Bring those Kevlar gloves and everything you were going to do with them. And if you can make it back home, I'll take down your thumbnails. Now I'll be back in New York City. I need a cup of coffee. I'm going to let him run his mouth now. I just beat him into silence. So by me going on the side and filling a cup of coffee, it'll give him a new burst of gas. Audio, let me show you how to work a duck psychologically. The King of New York, rock and roll.
Because there ain't no way to move that motherfucker. They will have to get that running. No doubt about it.
Boy, I guess the Enforcer got defeated quick, huh, guys? mission.
Nice and quiet, junkie free, crackhead free, the way I like it.
Let me show you what defeated sounds like. Pay attention, boys.
The problem with the crackhead 127 is he don't want to listen to truth and justice.
Problem is, everybody knows you're not a crackhead or you're a junkie, buddy.
So that's why good people out here like myself are here to provide truth and justice to the American public.
I don't know how these cats are talking to each other. They're both talking at the same time to each other. It's hilarious at the gate. King of New York, showing you how junkies operate.
There's only one junkie, one toothless crackhead, and that's 127. And he's terrified to step into the enforcer, because he knows that'll be the end, the beginning and...
Wow. You know, you gotta laugh when he tries to sound like me, using my words. He's petrified.
Your radio's working. Fear and common sense.
Alright, guys, I'm gonna go back on the side. And finish smoking this L and let you listen to what defeat sounds like. I'm gonna let you listen to what defeat sounds like. I'm gonna go across the room away from my radio equipment because I don't want this heavy duty Strout medicinal heavy smoke going near my equipment. The King of New York, the hole in the wall, Brooklyn, New York CB shop, giving you to all to defeat. I'm gonna let y'all hear what defeat sounds like. Feel free to comment on it. I'm clear.
Justice is the American way. Somebody's wheeling a pig out there. Somebody's wheeling a pig.
Only Enforcer and Birdman. Listen to it, public.
You see, the first thing Richard does is grab that pipe and put that K2 in it. Everyone else washes their mouth, brushes their teeth in the morning, prepares breakfast, coffee.
That don't look like a pipe, does it, public?
First thing he grabs.
It doesn't look like a pipe.
Johnson.
It looks like a good old sheet of bamboo.
Hey, Richard, you're a sad boy. Richard, you are dirty.
He's starving for conversation with Richie. This is what it sounds like to be defeated, truly exposed, and a drugged-out junkie.
Yes, that's what Richard is, a smoked-out junkie. He's a 50-year-old man, bum. Has nothing to show for half a century on this planet, and he's done nothing to show for, other than smoke his crack, smoke his K2. And put down that methadone. But the most important thing you got to do, Richard, is take your meds.
Squash. Stop that, man. That's right. New York City wants to listen to what defeat sounds like.
Take your meds, Richard. And your boyfriend out there in Jersey's not going to be able to help you, Richard, unless he's going to help you smoke your pipe. Hey, Richard, take your meds. Listen to your forcer.
Squash.
And do the right thing. That's all I have. Hey, Charlie. Good morning, Charlie. Charlie. You feel better in the morning, Charlie.
Forget about it. Eddie's having a conniption. Squash all over the place from all directions.
He's stuck on stupid.
No, that's stuck on defeat and solid exposure. Yeah, Diesel Wagon, you're sounding good. Called double exposure. The #1 junkie fed exposer. Richie Becqua.
Who's the man? That's Richard, sir. That's Richard, sir. Drug lover over there. They both have something in common. They're both agents and they both love their drugs.
I ain't telling him nothing when he get off that key. I ain't telling him nothing when he get off that key. I'm just squashing him.
They get kicked out of that section of the farm. And forget about that prescription drugs for that junkie over there in Jersey. He got Bruce. Don't make a mistake.
You know what's beautiful? That New York City and all listening public hears him trying to do to you what he's been trying to do to me. So it really shows his true colors and gives them his full play card. That's what it's like to be a true dying junkie, a junkie with a real monster. Audio. Cool stroke radio cut off.
That's all Richard can do is look for another man's with his hand. You gotta give him a break. He's stuck on stupid, man. He repeats that shit himself every fucking day. Miguel Cruz another one. Every day he thinks it's 32 so's gonna happen. Everybody out there,
yeah, but you in New York City are being real good to him lately. You're driving him, the Junkie Bird, and their best friend, Crazy Eddie, nuts. I'm sorry I mentioned Crazy Eddie, but he is a major part of this. I'm not going to lie. And anybody that's been following him for the last 18 months can tell you, no doubt, everything down from pulling Richie off on 31. See, Birdie, this joker couldn't get Richie off 31 to come to 19. Crazy Eddie could. You know what I mean? Because Richie didn't give a fuck about these two junkies. You know what I mean? I've already beat these clowns. But Crazy Eddie, I wasn't known with. So yeah, Crazy Eddie, a major part. Radio cut off. It was like
His K2 and his methadone.
You notice K2 and methadone started the next morning after NYC Radio Wars #1. The last battle with the crack issue, where New York City let him know, we already know Richie don't smoke none of that shit. And Richie proved you to be a liar. The king of the old rock and roll.
He admitted out here in his own.
Audio, radio cut off, radio cut off, radio cut off.
He is admitted in his own words.
Audio. 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 Radio cut off.
Remember what he said. It's in his own words.
Yes, sir. We can play it again. We can play it again, Sam. Would you want to play it back with you?
Enforcer, why are you stuck on stupid? Repeating everything you said. That's all you got to remember. Truth and justice. Take your meds, man. Don't listen to junkies like 206 or 247. Listen to reason. Listen to facts. Factual statements that can be proven.
Well, you know, 206, to be honest with you, if you do research on addictions, you'll find out that indecisive, confused, going around in circles and constantly repeating yourself is true euphoric effects of cocaine and heroin. But hey, you don't gotta believe this dignitary, this law enforcement official. I don't know what I'm talking about. Audio? The king of New York radio got off.
I know when I keyed his 5 watts.
Trash.
You got that junkie.
Trash.
He's a half a fag, Bobby doll looking bitch.
Hey, you're the new half a fag out here, Mr. Frack. Audio. Hey, yo, Frack. Hey, Frack. Frack, you're the new target now, Frack. You're the new best friend. You're the new implied best friend out here.
You know, it's the joy of the studio. I'm doing stock radio. But don't worry, ladies and gentlemen out there. Hey, corner and mile. What the hell when the rapping takes place? You don't see the new and improving force with a little firepower. And then these bitches.
Roger, right. Oh, yo, he crying about that 5-watt radio again, and you being in New Jersey and me being in Brooklyn, him being in the middle, and he crying about that next stage again. I forget what stage number we're up to by now. I have to go back to the whole December 10th video thing and figure out what stage we're on right about now. Cause that last stage was a big old flop. Audio, just a little more justified truth, which you didn't have to work hard to bring out. The king of New York. And I'm back quiet.
Well, he's got to clear this shit up. Is it a 1 watt or is it 5 watt? And he's a little man. He said I was keying up on you. And I did it. I keyed up on you, but I tried to ask him a question. I tried to ask him, what title does he have on that local 342? What does he do? What do you do on your job, brother? What do you do, man?
I don't want him saying I'm keying on you, so I'm going to sit back and allow you to talk to him. I'm back on my quiet chair.
Enforcer Richie's back on the side. What do you do over there, man? A local 342. What's your title? What do you do for work?
I guess all that superior equipment he brags about over there just can't hear you being on one side of him, but it seems to hear me being on the other side of him, and both dog gates got him clearly in the middle, so I guess it's all about select Johnson lick. Sorry, man. I guess you don't like Portuguese meat, just Italian.
Well, he says I'm Mexican, but I repeated to him 3 times that I'm Portuguese, but I'm just trying to find out what's his title. What does he do on that that Union Local 342? What do you do, Enforcer?
Mac and cheese, you had to ring the mail?
Well, I'm not gonna lie, dude. I'm telling you that the shirt that he's wearing, if you take a good look at that pale about to die, fading away junkie, the shirt hangs on him, dude. It's definitely his gay lover's shirt, dude. That's why he's so bent to get the thumbnails down, dude.
Well, I don't care if he's gay, if he's bisexual. It's none of my business. I just want to start a little conversation with him. I'm a trucker. I belong to a Teamster local, and that's my title. I'm a driver. I want to know what's his title. He talks all this bullshit